You ever see someone with a badge act like they own the world, then get taken down by a black woman who just won't back down? Yeah, that happened. Let me tell you about what went down in a gritty Atlanta neighborhood, where a local martial arts coach named Simone Jackson turned the tables on a racist cop who thought he could stomp on her and get away with it. Simone ran a self-defense class at a rundown community gym, just a squat concrete building, tucked away between factories and old warehouses. She taught a tight group of teens how to protect themselves, how to stand tall even when the world tries to knock them down. One humid evening, as Simone was showing her students a spinning heel kick precise and sharp, the gym door burst open. In walked Officer Garrett Wells, boots slamming hard on the floor, eyes cold and sour like thunder rolling in. He had that look, you know the one, like he didn't belong here, like he owned everything, and everyone else was just dirt. The teens froze mid-punch. Laughter cut short. Wells snarled about a noise complaint like a broken record and stepped into Simone's space, sizing her up with thinly veiled contempt. "Looks like a gang meeting, not a class," he sneered. Simone held her ground, voice steady but steel-threaded. "This is self-defense. Community empowerment. Nothing illegal here." Wells just scoffed, called for backup, and threatened her, like the law was his personal weapon. What happened next flipped everything. Without warning, Wells lunged, swinging first an unprovoked attack during her class. Simone, trained from years as a medic in the military, didn't hesitate. She defended herself fiercely, pinning him underfoot, her ribs aching from the earlier kick, but her spirit blazing. Her students pulled out their phones. Streaming the whole thing live, thousands watched as the racist cop got knocked flat on his back by the woman he underestimated. But here's the twist: instead of backing down, Wells doubled down on his cruelty. Overnight, Simone's gym was vandalized, windows shattered. Racist graffiti sprayed across walls. "Go back where you came from. Thug trainer. You're next." The community rallied, but the threats kept coming. A local reporter, Mia Torres, stepped in, determined to expose Wells' long history of abuse swept under the precinct's rug. Still, the fight wasn't over. Wells retaliated by filing false assault charges against Simone, a dirty move to silence her. The system twisted to protect him, slapping her with arrest, jail time, and mounting pressure. But Simone's students didn't abandon her. They flooded social media, protested outside the station, chanting for justice, their voices swelling louder. Then came the darkest moment. Mia, the reporter, was kidnapped by a militia tied to Wells, sending shockwaves through the community. Simone, battered but unbroken, fought her way through danger to rescue Mia, her resolve fiercer than ever. The streets burned with anger. The police's brutality and the militia's wrath painted a war zone. Simone's injuries piled up, stabbed, beaten, even surviving a car bomb that destroyed her gym and threatened her family's home. But with every bruise, her will hardened. She live-streamed Wells's militia plans, calling in federal agents. In a blazing showdown, Wells and his crew were finally arrested, his mask of power torn away. Yet the victory was bittersweet. Simone's neighborhood lay in ruins, lives shattered, the system's scars deep. But as she stood amidst the ashes, battered yet unbowed, Simone vowed this wasn't the end. Justice was a war, not a gift handed down. She was ready to keep fighting, to make sure no one else would have to face what she did. So, what do you think? Was justice served? Or did the system just change its mask? Could one woman really take down a corrupted cop? Or was this just the start of a bigger battle? Drop your thoughts below, share your side of the story. And let's talk about what real justice looks like in a world that still feels rigged. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to hear more stories that shake the system, because sometimes the quietest voices make the loudest impact.